Hey everyone. YouTube is just pushing it out right now, letting everybody know that I'm on. I'm very excited for today. We're going to be talking about YouTube updates, specifically when it comes to YouTube Shorts, because that's pretty exciting. Some big news there. And yeah, there's lots of questions that you've been asking me throughout the week. So I wanted to touch base on those and then see if there's any questions that you actually had when we're on the live. So I'm very excited for today. If you're just joining me, and you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I have lots of growth tips, YouTube Shorts growth tips, and all that jazz. So I'll really help you out there. And yeah, give this a like to let me know if you're liking the lives because the lives are a great way for me to connect with you and answer your questions and get to know you all a little bit better. So, oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, you're first. Hey, awesome. So yeah, we wanted to talk about today any of the questions that you have for YouTube. Hey, how's it going? In the chat section, just put your questions and let me know what's going on, what you need help with, because YouTube is, there's lots of things going on YouTube right now. So we got to get on the ball. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit more today. Like I said, YouTube Shorts is starting to be worked on, and there's lots of tips and tricks that I can give to you. I've been studying YouTube Shorts for the past month, specifically on some channels and asking like some of my subscribers, can I just be a part of this to see how your journey is going, but also help and give advice here and there. Good. It's been good. Awesome. That's so good. And yes, if you're in the chat section right now, let me know whereabouts you are. Like, how many subscribers are you at? What's your goal for the next couple of months? Hey, how's it going? What do you want to reach by the end of this month or next month? What are your goals for this year? Just put it in the chat section and let me know. Hey, how's it going? And if there's any questions, again, please put them in the chat section. So we're going to talk about YouTube Shorts today a little bit, specifically when it comes to the new update. The new YouTube Shorts update was just last week. They announced that they're going to be doing beta testing within the States. And it looks like it's rolling out already because when I go onto my channel, in the corner beside the YouTube Shorts that pop up, it actually says YouTube Shorts beta or something like that. And that's really exciting because that means they're in the process of pushing it out into the States, the North America. And I'm very excited to see how that goes because they tested it out in India for the past couple of months to see how that went. And it was obviously doing very well. And a lot of people were testing it out in their own channels. And you can do that by uploading directly to the YouTube quick shorts. And if you need help with that, there's videos on my channel about YouTube Shorts. It's a whole playlist. But so YouTube Shorts is coming to the States. It's coming to North America, and that's really exciting. It's going to be beta tested in the States first, I believe. But it looks like Canada's going to be part of it too because I'm in Canada and I'm getting that initial, the beta signal on my phone as well. And I know some people in the UK also got notified that they have beta YouTube Shorts in the corner beside their YouTube Shorts itself. So I'm really excited, guys. This is really good. Now, I posted on my community tab and shared an article with you all letting you know they are going to be working into monetization, a certain way to monetize those YouTube Shorts. But my fingers crossed here's hoping that the watch hours do count towards YouTube Shorts completely, like all of the watch hours, and that you can get monetized that way a little bit faster because there's quite a few of my subscribers that I've connected with, and a couple of their videos have just shot up and they've just grown. Their channels just are growing. So my hope that all the watch hours in the future, fingers crossed, will count towards the monetization for your overall channel. But I do know I was reading somewhere that they're hoping to do something separate for YouTube Shorts. We'll have to see how that all plays out because this is going to be like at least another year out before they really figure things out. I'm very excited about it just to see how it goes. Now, there are a few people that are a little hesitant because, YouTube Shorts is now crossing in, like the short form is crossing into YouTube, and the long form content is what we come to YouTube for. Some people are hesitant and annoyed by the fact that there's another part of YouTube that you have to figure out. But right now, early on, we have this opportunity to take the opportunities and grow our channels a little bit faster, but also drive traffic to our channels. That's what we want. We want some traffic. And now when it gets pushed over into beta test into the States, we'll see a lot more traffic from the United States coming in, because right now a lot of my subscribers or the people that I've connected with have seen a lot of connections from India, which makes sense because they're doing the full-on beta testing right now. So they've been at that for the past couple of months. But it'll be interesting to see like the new traffic coming in from the States and seeing how that works. And YouTube's going to be doing this. They're going to be pushing out more because you know what? TikTok and Instagram Reels are here, and TikTok is not going anywhere anytime soon. So in the past, we've had Vines, and that was like a short form content that really did well. And then all of a sudden that stopped. But I see TikTok as it's a whole new way of thinking. Yes, you do dancing and all that jazz, but a lot of businesses are on there now and sharing their small business and growing and blowing up their business. And I think it's here to stay. Really, in my opinion, short form is for the new generation. They're being fast paced. It's interesting. They need faster, faster, and faster. Every single generation, it needs to be quicker and quicker. And sometimes I feel like it's going to come to a slow. We need this slow. And I see that trending on YouTube right now, the slow motion of things. People need a little bit more easygoing and relaxation, because everything's been go, go, go for the past 20 years. And just the past year, it's been a little chaotic, and it's made people step back and think about things. But that's another conversation. But YouTube Shorts is here, and I think they're gonna, once YouTube puts more money into it, we're definitely going to be seeing a lot more, drive behind it, and a little harder for small creators to get that, easy organic growth. With first TikTok, the algorithm was so open that people were just growing like crazy. And now the algorithms change so much that it's definitely a lot harder. Definitely a lot harder. From when I first started on TikTok, I remember posting a TikTok and it was like, boom, instantly pushed out. Now, I guess a year later, it's definitely switched up a lot. There's a lot harder. It has to be really, there's a lot more to it. So with YouTube Shorts right now, we've got this opportunity, and I have a few subscribers, and I will be sharing a video this week, I hope, fingers crossed, on some of my subscribers' success. And one in particular, and she's just, grown her channel in the past 2 weeks to so much. And I'm not sure if she's on here yet, but oh my goodness, you're going to want to watch that video because it's coming out this week. It's going to be YouTube Shorts success stories. And I'm also going to be sharing a video, not this week, but next week, talking about YouTube Shorts a little bit more and how this all affects you and what I've noticed and all that jazz. So with this success story, hey girl, with this success story that I'm going to share the video this week, it's going to be some of my subscribers and some of my friends that I have connected with that are doing YouTube Shorts and giving you some tips around what they have been doing and just sharing their channels and such with you. There's one that I'm going to be sharing for sure that you're going to want to check out because her channel is just taken, blown. It's crazy how she's grown in the past couple of weeks. So it's really exciting. You need to stay tuned for the videos this week. I'm also there's a video coming out this week that you're going to want to watch as well, because in April, there's this big thing that happens on YouTube. And I want to put this video out now so that you get ahead of the game and you're not, if you want to do this thing in April, you're not stumbling around. So 2 videos this week that are very, very important that you need to stay around and watch. If you're new here, you're just subscribe. Get excited because there's lots of good content coming out. Oh, there's awesome. There's 11 of you on. That's awesome. So I'm going to go back and go through the questions, or if there's anything that's, needs answered right now, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's see. Some questions have come in. Okay, so glad I've been able to catch your lives a lot more lately. Yes, I know. It's been nice to see you on. I love your title of your channel, by the way, caffeinated yet calm. Like that's so, yes, I love that. Because, caffeine usually, I know we're going off on a bit of a random tangent here, but caffeine usually does the opposite. But I love that how you've turned that into like, anyways, I love it. 64 subbies, is that your goal for this month, or is that what you just hit? Yo-Yo finds 1,400 subs, around 1,900 hours. Wow, that's awesome. Congrats. That's great. Hey, Haley, how's it going? Hopefully you're still on because I was like talking about YouTube Shorts there a little bit. I'm currently at 1,410 subscribers. Hopefully I can reach 2,000. Yes, that's a great goal to reach. That's very doable if you keep on the track that you're going, right? Excuse me. Yes, please. I don't get is the new update of the beta as well. I'm in Egypt. So what the beta is, it's going to be testing out in the next couple of months. YouTube Shorts with other countries to see how it goes and see if they can, like, if people are sharing from other countries, how they can update the algorithm a little bit more for YouTube Shorts. That's just all it is. Beta is just a testing trial. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Test trial for YouTube Shorts. It just gets they did it in Egypt for like a couple months, and then what they did was that's just the initial test where they test it with a country to see if it works. It's like McDonald's does it all the time. They test on new foods within different regions that do really well, and they say if there's like different see how it goes really, and then they push it out more if the initial beta test goes well, which means that the initial beta test went really well in India, so that YouTube is pushing it out more to see what the next set of trials look like. So some of my shorts have gotten on the short shelf, and I heard that sometimes shorts get recommended to people a few times. Yes, so I actually see quite a few shorts recommended to me. Like I'll watch them once and then they get recommended to me again. So YouTube hasn't quite figured that algorithm part out yet, but that's good for you, right? Because then potentially you get more views from it. YouTube Shorts it's definitely going to be a long haul thing. Like they're going to have to work out a lot of kinks with it because it's such a new idea for YouTube. So what they want to do is they don't want to be Blockbuster. And if anybody is from North America, they know what Blockbuster is. They don't want to be left behind when it comes to YouTube, like short form content. And so they're trying to compete with Instagram Reels because now the viewers' eyes are going elsewhere, and they've probably noticed a dip in certain areas. So they're trying to compensate with the new YouTube Shorts feature. So yeah. Good morning. How's it going? How are you? I'm doing great. I'm ready to talk about all things YouTube today. This week's going to be great. Like I said, I have a couple videos that are really, you definitely need to check those out because they're going to be giving you a lot of information about YouTube Shorts, but also other things within YouTube. So that's what my channel is all about, the slow living, enjoying little simple things in life, just not huge things. Yes, I love that. I love that idea, right? The channel title, the name is really good. I love the combination of them both, right? Because I love caffeine. I love coffee. So, hey, how's it going? Hey, hi, Sierra. I hasn't seen you on here a long time. I know you're busy with school, so that's why you're busy. But yes, good night, everyone. Have a good one. Hey, if you're just joining, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Let me know if you're liking this live so far. Hey, how's it going? Oh, you're welcome. How close are you to monetization? I'm so excited for you to reach it. I also love your unboxings on your second channel. They are so fun and interesting. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying them. Yes, I purchased a couple of things, and I wanted, you know what? When I started the other channel, I was like, I want this to be about tech and business and just being able to share, my journey as a business owner as well. It's definitely going to be a little random for a while just because it's just me. I want to be creative on it, and I'm not set in stone, like with what I specifically want to do, because I have this channel and I really want to focus in on like keeping this channel going with growth content. So my focus in for the other channel is to enjoy it and share my journey as a business owner. So, but yeah, I'm loving it too. It's really fun. And, I'm so close to being monetized on my channel. I'm fingers crossed this week. I do this all the time now. Fingers crossed this week. I actually I think I'm like 50 hours away. YouTube's a little bit behind delays. So they're delayed by 2 days. So I probably will reach it by the end of the week just because of how delayed YouTube is. Yeah. So 50 hours. That's it. We're almost there. And you know what? It hasn't been that long of a journey, really. In the grand scheme of things, like there's a lot of creators out there that'll get monetized in 3-4 months or, even 7 months. And for me, I think mine was 8-9 months from when I started. I started at the end, like I started in April, but I really started to go all in May. Like I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. So I went all in May. So May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. So that's 10 months. That's not that long in the grand scheme of things. And I'm very excited about it. I set up my monetization years ago. So 4 years ago, whenever YouTube didn't have all these rules and regulations about monetization, you could set up your monetization no problem. And you just, whatever ads would roll on everything and anything, right? And I actually have some money in my ads account because I made some money early on, but then I just stopped with my channel. And so I actually have some money in the account, which will be good because whenever I do get monetized, it's all set up, ready to go. And YouTube can just instantly say, okay, we're good, kind of deal. So I'm excited. Hi, how's it going? Good morning from the Northwest. So nice to see you here. That's awesome that you can stop by. Your hair is so cute. Oh, thank you. I did it because this piece here is a little weird, but when I curl my hair, I try to change it up every now and again because I have the straight form and then the curly, and then I just let my hair be wavy and do whatever. But I do this for videos. So I'm filming today to those two videos. So I wanted to do the curly hair just to change but thank you. I appreciate that. I haven't been here in a while. Awesome. Nice to see you. Can I ask Nonch? Of course, go for it. This is not specifically with YouTube Shorts. You can ask any questions right now. This is just about YouTube, talking about YouTube updates, any questions you have in YouTube Shorts. So all those things we can talk about today. But yes, go ahead, talk away. That's so close. So exciting. Yeah, I know, right? It's been a good journey. Like I've been working hard on it, so I'm very excited for that. Let's go. What's up? Hey, how's it going? It's nice to see you here. Congratulations. Yeah, congrats. I know. I'm so excited. I will be doing like a video, obviously, whenever I get monetized, talking about the monetization process. Mine is a little bit different, which is interesting. So I won't be necessarily able to share the immediate how to set up your monetization when it comes to all the back end stuff, because I've already got it set up. Like I've linked my accounts and everything's ready to go. So mine's going to be a little different, but I'm excited to share the process because we'll see how fast YouTube does it, like how quick it takes them to monetize me. Because there's a lot of people recently saying, oh, I got monetized in like 8 hours or something like that. So I will be very interested to see how it goes, How are you? I'm doing great, Haley. It's nice to see you here. I've been busy, with the other channel. I'm excited to dive into I have so many ideas for the other channel. I have 2 more collaborations potentially for the other channel. I have 1 collaboration next week on this channel, which you definitely want to check out because it's very important topic. And then I'm just testing out YouTube Shorts, working with channels on YouTube Shorts, and just keeping an eye on the research side of things. I've been really diving into that more because that's going to be pumped out a lot in the next couple months. So a lot of people are going to be searching for that kind of content right now. So I need to help and understand it a little bit more. So I've been working with a few channels and just following along their journey. And there's been quite a few that have been growing with YouTube Shorts. Now, YouTube Shorts is definitely a great way to drive traffic, and I'm not going to dive into a whole detail, but tons of content about YouTube Shorts. Please do check that out if you're interested in trying it out right now, because we still don't we have to wait until next month to really get that beta feature, the YouTube Shorts feature. So right now we can still uploading to YouTube Shorts, but yeah. I am looking forward to seeing analytics regarding time of my day audience watches and what other channels they watch. Do you know what point appears? Okay, so it appears whenever your channel has enough information for YouTube to start sharing that. So mine started coming around 700 subscribers, but I know there's a few that have had it earlier, so maybe even 400 or 500, because my channel over the past 5 years, I've been doing random stuff. So YouTube didn't really necessarily know who to put, all the information was about it. So usually between the 400 and 700 subscribers, if they're really invested in your channel, like the subscribers. So that's usually when you'll see it. I've been trying to do Reels, IG. Have you done them? Yes, Reels are good too. Reels right now are very, good for organic to drive more traffic. Instagram's interesting. They've changed a lot of their algorithm to make it easier for YouTube or for people. What people are saying it's harder, but it's actually easier whenever you understand how to do it. You don't have to make things complicated. You don't have to post a whole bunch. There's a rule of thumb, and they actually shared that. Someone shared that a while ago. Posting Reels is good for driving new traffic to your channel, but that has to match with your Instagram. Now, there's people that do Instagram Reels and no way connects with their I keep saying channel because that's my head, but their Instagram Reels that no way and connect with their Instagram. So what you need to do is the same idea with YouTube is you need to have stuff that connects with your Instagram so that people want to stay around and watch for more. So for me, I can do YouTube growth tips on Instagram if I wanted. But my Instagram for me is very open. I like to keep it more inspirational. Yes, I'll have YouTube tips here and there, but I won't be all gung ho for it because I want that Instagram to be about me and who I am. So a lot of the time I will share some tips on YouTube, but I'll share a lot of inspirational quotes and just motivational stuff on there. So make sure it connects with your Instagram. But yeah, it's really good. There's quite a few people that have gained a couple thousands followers just from doing reels, but you don't have to overdo it. Now, I saw a post somewhere. I can't remember who it was. And if I can find it, I'll share it with people on my community tab. But on Instagram, actually, someone posted that this is what you should do to grow your Instagram account, because Instagram just updated their algorithm. So if you actually look at doing reels and Insta stories, and you're posting each week, so I think it was around 3 to 4 posts per week. And if you're doing Insta stories, I think it's like 5 to 8. This is off the top of my head, 5 to 8 Insta stories a day. And then I think, what was the other one? Oh, Insta Reels. It said if you post, I think it was like 5 Instagram Reels a week, those are going to drive more traffic to your Instagram overall. So that's exciting. So try that out. If that's something that you really want to do, you really want to grow your Instagram and get that, swipe up feature, start using Reels, but use them wisely. Like, understand that Instagram Reels is like TikTok or YouTube Shorts. You have to understand and how to grab the person's attention. Now, I did 2 Instagram Reels, which is like a mini day in my life, and they did really well. And then I did another one, and I just like nothing. So it really depends on the time of day as well. So if you have the feature, I think it's a business, and you can look at the analytics of your Instagram, deep dive into the analytics of your Instagram and see when people are on the most on your Instagram. And then that way, initially that's when the most traffic is going to be overall on Instagram, which means then you can actually find more people to follow you. Now, talking about Instagram as well, hashtags are important. This has turned into an Instagram talk, but Instagram hashtags are really interesting. If you guys want me to talk about how to grow your Instagram, like, I haven't seen huge growth on my Instagram because I haven't focused on it too much, but I have noticed in the past 2 weeks, like, a little bit of growth on my Instagram because I've done a couple things. But if you're interested in learning how I've just been, doing my Instagram a little bit more, please put in the chat section, yes, please. And I'll look into doing that in the future. I talk about YouTube growth a lot. And I know I collaborated with Katie Steckley, and she's really good at talking Instagram growth. But I can always do my perspective kind of deal. So definitely put in the chat section if you're looking me to do that kind of stuff. Okay, let's see. How long is the lifespan on a short? I've been posting, and I'll see a boost when it's on the shelf, and then it just dies. But the view percentage is like 84%. Could it be on the shelf again? Yes. So I actually tested this on a secret channel that I've been working on. And I'm not going to share it at all because I want to be very organic on that channel and understand what YouTube Shorts is about. And so I posted 3 days in a row, and I didn't see the 2 shorts do anything, like nothing. This is a brand new channel, nothing. And then I posted on the 3rd day, I posted one and I let it go. I didn't post anything after it. I left it and let YouTube do its thing. And it's actually been pushed out onto the YouTube Shorts shelf. So you need to be mindful that YouTube Shorts is definitely something that you don't want to overdo it. Right now, at least in my initial results, is that you don't want to overdo it and push it out too much because, again, there's an algorithm that needs to take time and understand where to put it. Also, you need to have good click-throughs, right? So, yeah, the shorts lifespan can keep going because I'm connected with one of our subscribers, and we were kind of working together and kind of figuring out like our YouTube Shorts after she had a YouTube Short blow up, and it's continually getting pushed out. Now, the reason why it's continually getting pushed out is because it's at above 90%. So it's getting more traffic. It dies and then it goes boom again. Like, the traffic keeps going because it's above 90%. So I think what happens is if it's a very high percentage, it'll continue to get pushed out. So that it definitely has room to get pushed out again. So don't give up on it. Thank you. No problem. Hey, how's it going? I'm so close to 600 subscribers. I know it's small, but I've been working on my thumbnails and making my videos, editing more interesting. Good job. Very happy that you're working on that kind of stuff because, like, the pro tuber video that I did. Also, did you like the pro tuber video that I did? I love that channel, and you got to let me know if you like that pro tuber video. But yes, that channel was working on their channel for 6 years, and they recently just started growing their channel. Now, it seems like they've just blown up, but they haven't. In reality, it's taken them 6 years. And the reason why I wanted to share that channel, 1, is because I enjoy it so much, but 2 is because it takes time. And there are some times in life and throughout history you see with society, like things go up and down. Minimalism is going up right now. Van life is going up right now. That's why their channel got a little bit of a boost, but also their personality and their editing has really come through and people are noticing that finally. So I think that's really what you need to do is focusing on the editing, your personality, all that jazz. So, okay. If I will be interviewed in a podcast, should I post it on YouTube audio only? Specifically that the topic has to do with my channel, or will it confuse my audience? I'll probably be, so I'll probably one-time thing. You could share it. Yeah, it depends. I think and if it really relates to your content, then yes, it'd be okay. Again, whenever you're doing a channel and having them put podcasts on it, it kind of YouTube is not meant for podcasts. You know what I mean? Like people actually create second channels for podcasts, and then if people want to watch the video version, they can. So I don't really watch podcasts, but like there are people that will listen into podcasts on YouTube if they don't have like their phone or something. They'll be like, "Oh, I want to listen to this today," and it's on YouTube, so they'll listen in. So yeah, you know what? If it really relates to your content and it's one-time thing, go for it. Nick Lewis, hey, how's it going? It's nice to see you here. I love Instagram to build my more personal relationships with people. It feels more personal and it is a great compliment to your channel. Yes. So, it's interesting. A lot of people have been saying that Instagram is dying, and I don't agree with that. I think Instagram is just figuring out how to compete with TikTok. Instagram, like a lot of people complain about Instagram and all these algorithms and all this. They're like TikTok's the same. It's worse now, actually. And I think it's just about understanding your audience, just like any other platform, like YouTube. TikTok to me is a little confusing, to be totally honest with you. I post things on there and it's just like, I don't feel the vibe. Like I don't feel it because it's so open and things come so quickly and leave so quickly. It's just too quick for me. I don't enjoy the quickness of it all. I like either the Reels or TikTok or YouTube Shorts because I have this more of like a slow connection with my audience. So for example, like I've talked to Nick there, right? Nick, you're here, but I've talked to you on Instagram and I actually could talk to you. Whereas TikTok, I wouldn't be able to talk to people as much. Like I just don't feel a connection. Or, I'll talk to Annie on Instagram. I feel like a more connection on Instagram. And I feel like people are hitting Instagram hard right now. And it's because TikTok is just understanding like the newer generation. But to me, I feel like there's more of a connection. It's just about understanding the audience as a whole. Like my audience is great. I love them. I love the connection. Like I don't grow tremendously on Instagram. Like it's because I'm not focused in on it. I'm not narrowed down in it, and I'm not creating tons of content all the time on it. But like I'll share my Instagram stories, like a little behind the scenes, just to get to know you all. I feel really connected there. So there's a bit of a difference, but I enjoy Instagram a lot. Yes, please. So I will definitely talk about Instagram if you guys want me to a little bit more. So definitely put a yes, please in the chat section and let me know if this is something that you want me to dive into. I will talk about it more. Let's see. Trying to figure out why the rank tags drop. Is it because people are not searching for those tags? Rank 1 are next. Okay. So when it comes to ranking, it's because you're not getting enough momentum to be continually kept ranking in search. So when you're competing, say like it's a day in my life, like that's so broad, so open, you're competing with millions and millions of other YouTubers, but also millions of views. So if your video is not ranking, say like, that's why the pro version is really good for TubeBuddy. If you have it, you can see the ranking and how the amount of views you need to get to start ranking in search for a specific topic. If you're not, getting the momentum for one, if you're not getting the views overall, it's just not going to continue to rank, and that's why. I see your furniture videos. Yes, he does. He does awesome videos. He's great. You need to go check him out. I mentioned him in one of my videos. Nick is great, and he's grown so much. And I'm so, he hit 100K not so long ago, and it's really cool to see people just figure out to figure it out. I love that process and just get to that point where they want to be. And you blew up, Nick. That's awesome. And you continue to grow. I've been watching your channel and you continue to grow, which is really cool. And chips and growing, also congrats. That's awesome. Yeah. Wow, that was helpful. What about shorts ranking and search? Do they rank the same as normal videos, or will they have advantages? So yes, you always put the rank the tags in your YouTube Shorts. So if you're doing YouTube Shorts, you need to put the tags in there so at least you're getting some traffic outside of just YouTube Shorts, because there's potential for that not to be pushed out if it doesn't do well initially, right? So having the keywords ranking is really going to help get extra traffic from other places. Also, the thumbnail is really good if it does potentially be pushed out on the browse page, because if the thumbnail is click worthy, then people will click on it outside of YouTube Shorts, and there's a potential if they watch it and they love it, then it's going to get pushed out onto YouTube Shorts again, right? You have that potential. So definitely make sure you have good thumbnail. Try and make it cohesive with the YouTube Shorts vibe if you are doing thumbnails. I know a lot of creators have been doing the vertical short thumbnail, and I've been testing this out, and I will continue to test it out on my other channel just to make sure that it kind of flows and makes sense. But from what I'm seeing, having a vertical thumbnail is really good. But I'm testing out the opposite to see if it is, helpful either way. So we'll see. So can I post a bunch of shorts and wait, or will it not get on the shelf? So I would suggest not posting too many all at once, because if you're overloading your channel, you're going to get subscribers are going to leave. You have to remember you can't overload your channel. Post them wisely. Make them like, why do you watch a TikTok, or why do you watch an Instagram reel? Make sure that they're good quality, and then the potential to get pushed out is going to be there. I wouldn't put a whole bunch at once. Doesn't make sense. You need to let the algorithm work and do its thing. So like I said at the beginning of this, or whenever I was talking about it, I have a separate channel that I'm doing, research with and posting some shorts on. I will be posting regular content on, but I'm not sharing it. I'm not telling everybody because I want to understand the algorithm a little bit more. But what I saw was I posted 2 days in a straight, and I got no push from the algorithm to the YouTube Shorts shelf. Then I posted the third day, and I let it sit. I let it do its thing. I didn't do anything to it. I just let YouTube do its thing. And now it's finally being pushed out on the short shelf. So you need to let YouTube do its thing. Give it some breathing time. It's like with your regular videos, give YouTube some breathing time. I know on my channel, I put a lot of content out, and in the past, I put a lot of content out. It's just, I love putting content out. So in reality, I should have only maybe done 2 videos a week completely and let the algorithm do its thing. But honestly, I just love sharing videos. So that's just the way I am, right? Have a great day off to work. Good job. Yes, have a good day. Awesome. Thank you for being here. It was great to see you. Pick interesting topics and focus on delivering real value. Good, Nick. Yes. Info or entertainment in every video. Value the time of your audience and give them the value promised in the thumbnail. Keep improving. Yes, I do love your thumbnails, by the way. Even before you started taking off or getting that momentum, I love the vibe of the thumbnails, and you understood how to grab the audience's attention, but understand give them a tidbit of what's going to happen inside, right? So yeah, I love that. Great advice. Sorry. Don't you think that TikTok might monetize their creators as a way of competing with other platforms? Well, you know what? TikTok has had its sweet time to do that. They have some sort of creator fund for certain countries, but it's there's a lot of Canadians. For example, there's a lot of Canadians, and there's one just not so far with me is TikTok famous. She's got over 10 million followers, and she doesn't get anything from it. She doesn't get a creator fund. Canada doesn't get we don't get money from it. So if TikTok really wants to compete, they need to start doing that soon, because YouTube has already come out with, we're going to have this way of monetizing the YouTube Shorts. So thinking that, yes, the potential there for TikTok to do it is going to be great, but also YouTube monetization, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, is that they actually let the monetization come through. So the hours count to your actually monetize it on your channel, aside from what their plans for specifically is on YouTube Shorts. So we'll all see. It's all in good time, but we'll see. Drop your Instagram tag. I need to go follow you. Of course, my Instagram is katherineperry.co. Go follow me on there. I actually post on Insta stories quite a lot. I enjoy, not a lot, but I post about 5 or 6 stories a day, just to give you a little tidbit of what's going on behind the scenes. And I also post 3 times a week on my Instagram, just to share some advice and tips and hopefully motivation for y'all. And yeah, so I on there, speaking of that, Kinging It, I want you to go watch the Kinging It video because that channel is awesome if you're interested in it, obviously, like travel bloggers. But yeah, they've some good advice on there if you really need to understand how to grow your channel a little bit more. So yeah. It can take like 4 days to hit the shelf. Yeah, so you know best, girl. Yeah, definitely. It could take up to 4 days. For me, the one video that I did post on Shorts, it took 1 day. So it's really very open right now. Between 1 to 4 days is when it can be pushed out on the shelf. So we'll see if the other two get pushed out on the shelf because right now they're not. They're like stagnant. They're like nothing. But the other one's getting views. And we'll see how that goes. If it continues to go, now I can work on the retention. Obviously, the videos that I'm doing, I'll need to work on the retention a little bit more just to get that 90% push rate, right? Is it okay to get an Instagram account at 11? That's something you need to talk to your parents about. Yeah, I can't say yes or no to that because I don't know what your family values are. So I can't say yes or no, but if they do, then be mindful of how you use it. Understand that it's a platform that you are sharing yourself and be mindful of that. You want to be not sharing everything. Like that's my biggest thing. If you're on it, don't share everything. Don't be like always telling details about your personal life. Share great advice and something that can connect people with you, right? Yeah, Sierra. I've been trying to find the best mix of trending lifestyle videos and vids that my audience wants to watch. Do you think first starting out doing more trending videos will help? Oh, hi, Adam. I just saw you here. That's awesome. Nice to see you here. Yeah, so I will say trending videos will help definitely. And I'm on my other channel is very lifestyle, open to business stuff, and I've been watching the trends within the lifestyle world. So it's very easy to find those trends if you keep an eye on your browse page. I just noticed a trend like 2 weeks ago, and I want to do it, but just don't have the motivation for the specific trend to do it. And I'm like, I want to do it, but I don't want to do it. And so I might not do it. Just depends on how I feel and if I want it to be on my channel. But yeah, so you need to look at the browse page. That's the initial look for. You need to look at the browse page, take a look at that and see how that goes. And then I would suggest taking some tips from that, like, taking those topics and going in on them if they relate to your channel. That's how I find browse trending topics is go to my browse features. And if you do need more advice on that, check out my video on trending topics from February, March. That's going to help you. So yes. Yes, nice to see you here, Adam. I'm dropping facts, giving you all the facts and info. Oh, and keep listening to Catherine, Annie, and others. I've watched them, learned everything from them. Thanks, Catherine. Oh, no problem. I appreciate you saying that. I was going to reach out to you and just talk to you more about your channel and just get, I love data. So it's all about the data for me. But yeah, thank you so much. Oh, hey, Adam. I need to watch your latest video on Vancouver versus Toronto. Ah, you watch his stuff. Yes, that's awesome. I'm wondering, I'm curious right now. Can you let me all know if you've seen Adam's stuff pop up on the browse feature? Like, it's just curiosity because he has some stuff on there that's like when it comes to YouTube, he talks about YouTube stuff as well. He also talks about like Vancouver and all that jazz. And he has a lot of great information on there about that. And yeah, I'm so curious, like browse features. Who do you see whenever you watch, my content, right? Who do you see alongside me? Is it like Annie or is it just more so like random? I would love to know. I'm so curious about the browse features. Okay, thanks. No problem. Hey, seeing familiar faces. I just went up. That's right. Congrats on the insane growth. So happy for you. Yeah, Nick has such a, and I know Nick. I analyzed your channel. And I'm like, I have a feeling there's a few things that I'm like, that's why. I don't know your analytics, but I do know like the overview, and I'm like, that's why. I can see it. And that's what I do when I go to channels. I'm like, this is why. Like I'm like, this is why. But yeah, it's nice to see you guys here. Super interesting. Appreciate the insight. I'm going to film. Thanks. No problem. I'm so glad I was able to give you some information right off the bat, and hopefully that'll help you on your growth to 22K. Yes, I think the Vancouver videos are doing really well, Adam. People are just super interested in Canada right now, I think, because there's so much going on in the world and just seeing what's going on in Canada. And at Vancouver, having that video about Vancouver and Toronto, it's very interesting right now too, because Toronto's a little bit chaotic. I will say that. And so people are looking to move beyond that, so it'll be interesting. That'll be an interesting video to watch. How do I get my video out there quick? It's been on there 3 days and no view on shorts. So let's talk about, you need to watch the playlist about YouTube shorts. Analyze if you've done the ratio correctly. If you there's an actual video on YouTube shorts mistakes. So analyze that. And if you've done all that correctly, watch your retention. If your retention is not above, 70%-ish, then you're likely not going to continue to be pushed out. But yeah, I would take a look. And YouTube Shorts, you've got to bear in mind, YouTube is still trying to figure out YouTube Shorts itself. But this is what I've seen the trending with all the videos that I've been connecting with and people that I've watched and, asked and reached out to them. So that's what they've been saying. So not in any way weird, but you're just one of the very humble people on the internet. We'll go now finish. Oh, no problem. Thank you so much. So nice that you're here. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate that. I was taking notes from Nick's growth too, at least trying. Yeah, I know, right? And Nick, your channel is I'll show you my analytics. Oh, that's so nice of you. Yes, no, I was looking at Nick's channel the other day and I was like, I'm going to take a look at his overall channel. And I was just that I love that stuff. I'm just so obsessed with data. And sometimes I'm just I have to stop. There's so many video ideas that I could do. And I don't know if it's the same for you, Nick and Adam and whoever else, Sierra, Caffeinated.com, is it the same? You just look at other channels or other things and topics just come to you. To me, topics are flying out of my brain. I just can't keep a hold of them. They're going everywhere. I have pages and books filled with topic ideas. It's unbelievable. And that's why I did so many videos last year. I had so many ideas. I just was pumping out videos and continually working on it. That and COVID just drove me nuts. So I was just I have so many ideas and I want to do them now, but you also got to work on the storytelling. I've started to work on the storytelling and the aspect of connecting everything together. So that takes a lot longer, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Is it the same for you all? I don't know. Where do you live? I live in Canada. Definitely a cold country right now. I think out west it's minus, sometimes it gets up to minus 45 with wind, that's with wind chill, whatever. So yeah, it's definitely a cold country right now. I'll show you my analysis. Okay, yes, I will reach out to you, Nick. You're awesome. You're a good person. Thank you. That's awesome. I know people are pretty open whenever, I talk to them. There's quite a few pro tubers that I'll ask if they certain questions, and they're okay with me answering them because it's kind of helpful to understand the overall views of things. And for me, I'm very focused in on my channel as small YouTuber growth. So helping and they love to help people. So anyways, that's besides the point. I love what works in other niches and doing it in my niche. Yeah. That's how I kind of noticed that you've taken that perspective and fit it into your own channel. Not many people can connect that and take a topic or an idea from another niche and really mesh it well with their channel. It's really hard to do. It is. And as a small creator starting out, we just don't even with me starting my other channel, I started it as a way just to be creative, but then I got into the data. I'm oh my goodness, the data's coming out and I can't help myself. And yeah, I want to be still creative on it. I want to be myself on my other channel. And so interesting enough, starting out on that channel fresh, it's been a while. It's been a while since I started fresh on something like that. So it was definitely interesting to start the process all over again from scratch and the trending, figuring out the trends and the ideas, the topics to pop your videos out. So yeah, it's interesting. My next video is on how I grew on YouTube. Yes, I can't wait to watch it. And you may have a shout out. Oh, no, you are so sweet, Nick. No. Oh, that's so nice of you. Honestly, I'm so grateful that I was able to be a part of your journey. You know what? It makes me really happy when I see people grow 100K, right? That's amazing. It takes you, it's the process in your mind from getting to that point and the excitement of it all. And just looking at the subscribers that are even, at 100 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers, and then them coming to me and saying, oh, I'm almost monetized. And I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to help people get monetized. I want to help people help their families, right? So whenever I see things like that, or you share, that I've helped in some way, I've been a part of that journey. It's just so good to me. Like I'm, I'm monetized. I'll be monetized by the end of this week, which is exciting. And this whole journey for me has been one where I've been trying to figure out what I want to do. My business, like I said on my other channel, my business failed. It kind of took a 360 where it's not failed, but it was just with everything that went on in the world, I wasn't filming weddings anymore, right? And so I'm really glad I was able to be a part of your journey, because if I decided not to go in with the channel and go for it and do what I enjoyed the most is helping people, but helping like small businesses, small creators, understand like how they can build a brand outside of just their immediate storefront or their shops or whatever. And even for small creators, helping them understand how to grow. It's good journey. And I'm so glad I started. So now I've been able to connect with you, right? I would never have been able to do that if I didn't start. So I'm so pumped that you were able to hit that. It's just awesome. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Hey, you just joined. Nice to see you here. I personally have not done any shorts because they've just seem odd. Maybe you can change my mind, but I try to stick to what I know. Okay, so Adam, when it comes to shorts, I think for me, it's a strange world right now. It is a strange world because it's so new to YouTube. And I feel like when I posted my shorts on my YouTube channel, I kind of was like, I don't feel the vibe of it on my own immediate channel, right? But that's why I started a separate channel to kind of test it out to see if I enjoyed it. And then maybe I could create a whole new channel, a whole new brand around that eventually in the future. But right now it's a testing route, understanding the algorithm a little bit better there. But that's why I did that. So I didn't want to have it on my channel. I didn't want to keep it on my channel because like I'll probably do a couple shorts here and there in the future. But honestly, for me, YouTube shorts on my channel, it's just not what I want to do. I want to do it on a separate channel. And that's where that's why I kind of created that other video on why you should have a separate channel or keep it on your main channel. It all depends on how you feel of the vibe. And it's very early on. So true. It's very early on. So it seems a little weird right now. But YouTube in the next month or two, we're going to be pushing out YouTube shorts information and stuff more. Like it's a strange world, but it's going to be happening for sure. It's like kind of what I said in the beginning. It's like Blockbuster. YouTube doesn't want to be left behind. They don't want to be shut out and TikTok taking over the new generation because they're obviously seeing new eyes grabbed and pushed over to TikTok. And that's the less views for them, less money for them. So they're going to want to put more shorts information and stuff into shorts. So definitely. It's a weird world right now, but starting early on, just testing it even on a separate channel for yourself to see if it's something that could be potential. Now, starting from scratch is hard because you don't have any subscribers. Just be mindful of that. But whenever you start getting some momentum behind it, it'll be interesting to see how that all works. Anyways, you can do you, but yeah, it's definitely a strange world. Yeah. That's why you're growing. I've always said that empathy is the most important thing to have when growing on YouTube. Empathy for your audience and their problems. Then yes, I definitely believe helping others. Like that was one of my drives behind my channel. And I started a growth channel of all things. Like I've helped people in the past with YouTube and all that jazz. And to go into YouTube growth itself, and it's a strange thing to do initially start off, but my whole idea was I know how to do it because I've helped people in the past understand how to do video for one and understand what YouTube can do for them and just give them some tips and advice. And, it's been successful in the past. So I was like, I can do this. I know how to do it. And it's all about pushing out, doing the right thing. I think that's really important. Having that kindness first. And I think Gary Vee says this. I don't know if you watch him, but he says it a lot. Empathy and kindness is the first and foremost thing that you should have when it comes to your business, and everything will fall into place. Like, obviously there's other things that go into play when it comes to a business, but that's the thing that I want to first and foremost for my channel, because then I can help. I just love seeing people succeed. I think that's the drive. One of the major drives behind my channel. I love seeing people succeed. That's what makes me happy. So definitely, Nick. And I'm so pumped for you. I just can't say it enough. Like it's good to watch your journey as well. Hey Claudia, it's nice to see you here. YouTube Shorts have helped me channel and got me a lot more views. Oh, that's great. I've been seeing loving your vids. Yes, she has been doing really good with her channel. I loved talking with her and her channel and just giving her some advice, but also I'm loving that she's being able to talk to me about her channel and ask questions. So, thanks so much. I'm so happy. What is your YouTube brand account? What is a YouTube brand account? Oh, yeah, that's a separate like for a specific brand that you're building up. I guess I don't have examples off the top of my head because for some reason I'm brain farting, but it's for a specific brand. I will look it up and send it to you. I'm just not my brain's not working right now. Hey, how's it going? Hey, how are you? I currently don't have an upload schedule, but I upload consistently. Do you think YouTube will still push out my videos if they don't have an upload schedule? There's lots of people that don't have an upload schedule, like Annie and Nessa. They don't have upload schedule. Their schedules are kind of, I guess, a little random. So it really depends on the time of day that you post. For me, 11 works really well because, you know, people that are watching from other countries will tune in from at a specific time. So 11 o'clock, my time in the UK is like 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 hours ahead. So that's around 4 and people are getting off work. So then they'll watch it as soon as they get home from work kind of deal. So it kind of works out for my channel a little bit more. So 11 o'clock works for me, but look at your analytics. If you've got that chart, it really helps. If you don't, just post it on a time and go for it. I've got to head to film. Thank you, Nick. Nice to see you here and chatting with us. It was so awesome to have you a part of this. Yeah, you go film, do your thing, get that video up. I'm so excited to see it. Awesome. I got to go. Thanks for everything, girl. No problem. I don't even know how long we've been on here. Been 50 minutes. Oh my goodness. Wow, guys. I've been talking a lot. Oh, I kind of got sidetracked. We were talking about the YouTube shorts, and then we got into other things, which is kind of awesome. We talked about, I want to summarize this whole chat in one section here. So we talked about YouTube shorts and how that's going to be pushed out next month on beta, which you really need to check out and read about that. There's some articles. There was one article on my community tab, so check that out. But there are articles on Google you can check out. And talking about how the YouTube shorts is going to be in beta in the US next month. I've already seen that kind of pushed out on mine, so we'll see. It's getting there. We've talked about TikTok. We've talked about, Instagram for sure. We've talked about how to drive traffic from there and also like understanding how to get more traffic on your Instagram itself. I am going to be starting to go live on there more because I feel like Instagram's fun. It's a different world, and I think people are giving it flack for nothing. So anyways, and then we had a good chat about how like growth and all that jazz, like how it can play with your mindset. By the way, next week you need to tune in because I have no problem. Sierra, go. You have a good one. Next week we have a video talking about like dealing with stress and the mental like anxiety and stuff like that when it comes to being a small creator, because that's something I want to talk about more. It's something that doesn't get a lot of views, and I'm okay with that. I want to talk about it because if it's helped one person, it's a collaboration. If it helps one person, then I'm okay with that. But yeah, so definitely there's lots happening this week. I have a video that you really need to tune in for on Wednesday. It's super important because in April there's something that usually happens every year, and then I have another video. Oh, my eyes twitching. Oh gosh. Ugh. Sorry, guys. It's like I'm winking at you. And then on Friday, I have a video talking about YouTube Shorts and my YouTuber success, my subscribers' success stories, but also sharing some of the initial research that I've gained just from the past month of talking to people, talking to subscribers, talking to friends, and then also my initial, my YouTube Shorts. So yeah, what do you think is a good rate for charging companies for Instagram post stories? You know what's interesting? I missed yours, Tilly, but I'll go back to it. You know what's interesting? So, going on YouTube, I was following on Instagram or Facebook a while ago, and on this post, it was talking about like what to charge specifically for YouTube. And someone posted, because this was a big channel, like this was a huge channel, and I watched them too. But what they said is they get like obviously 500,000 views per video and above, but they said they charge 10% per of the amount of views, right? So I would say if it depends on how many views, like the engagement rate that you get, and then correlate that into, I guess, whenever you post something and you have like maybe 10K followers and you get maybe 10% of that, say 10%, 20% people actually, with that engagement. So they're like commenting and liking. So correlate that and see if you can take a percentage from that to what you want to charge, right? So if you have 10,000 followers and you get 10%, or let's say 20% or 10% engagement rate, that's like super. I guess that's average. Is that average 10%? Because I get okay engagement for mine, but it's all to do with the algorithm as well. And if people have your Instagram on notifications as well, so if you don't have like there's notifications for Instagram as well. You don't have those notifications on, you may not get you know a ton of engagement. Let me just see here. Um, on YouTube, I follow a guideline around per 10,000 equals 1,000 depends on the company and type. Is that per view, Adam? Is that per view or is that per subscribers? Is that just curiosity? Because yeah, a lot of this one big channel said they had like 500,000 views and they charge 10% for brands to come to them. So 10% of the views that they get, right? So if they get 500,000, 10% of that, which is a lot of money. Okay, yes, yeah, views. Okay. So 10,000, yeah, $1,000. That worked. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I would say to have the same kind of ratio for your Instagram. Algorithm is different for sure, but definitely if your engagement is high, like you can see that in your insights as well. And you obviously there's the honesty rate there, and people can see on your. Let's see. Sounds amazing. Yeah, views. Learned that from Shelby Church. Yeah. I actually learned this from Sailing Zatara. They were in. I think that's how you say their name. They say that in one of their groups that they charge 10% of how many views they get. So if they get 500,000, they get 10%. So I think that was the channel or the yeah. So I would do something like that, like similar to Instagram, because with Instagram, it depends on how many likes and stuff you get. But also, companies can find this out very easily by just going to Social Blade and such. So if you lie, then they'll definitely know. But yeah, that's what I would do. Something very similar, because depends how many followers and such do you get on your Instagram. Just out of like how many. Let me just check here. Actually, you have two, don't you? You have two. Yeah, so I would, like depends on the posts that you do. If you get like a fair amount of views or whatever, correlated into the same amount, I would say, Adam. It's very similar way of looking at it. But I can do a little research. I actually can reach out to Katie because Katie might know this in more detail of what she should charge, or she might even have a video. Check out Katie Steckley, Adam. She might have something. And if not, I can also reach out to her. She lives not so far away from me either, so it's crazy. I'm so happy most. Okay, so let's go back to your question, Tilly. Do you know when Shorts is coming to the UK? I heard some people in the UK saying that they had the YouTube Shorts beta symbol up in the corner of theirs, so potentially soon as well. I'm so happy my most recent video has gotten 4.5 minutes of watch time and it's a 6-minute video. That means that people are interested in it. Good job. Very good. I've noticed that hours on my channel are higher under YouTube Studio app and analytics when I set it last 30. Yes, mine is. So the monetization tab is the accurate one because that's when they're going to say, yes, you're monetized, right? Mine is very different as well. I think it's because some of my videos are private and those hours didn't count towards it. So I actually have, it's so weird. I'm about 200 watch hours ahead when you do the 365, but whenever you go over to the monetization, it's actually like 200 less, right? So I always do the monetization tab because obviously they will monetize you whenever the tab is monetized, right? It says it. How long do you think it doesn't take to community tab after hitting 1K subscribers? Some people say they've got in within the day, like the next day, and then there's others that get it within the week. Mine came roughly around 2 days. So it's all like depends on when YouTube sees that you've stuck the ground and like actually gone over the 1K and you're staying over 1K. I believe that's kind of how it works initially, right? So yeah, Adam, I hope that helped. You maybe check out Katie's. I know I was a little bit all over the place, but I was trying to get my train of thought correct there. I think if you check out Katie's channel and watch, I think she has a video on it specifically. I remember seeing that. But if not, then I will message her and talk to her about it because that's something that would be cool to dive into a little bit more. But yeah, I just think it's very similar to what you would do on YouTube, just on a less. If your Instagram's a lot less and you have a lot less to put, posting, and you're not consistent on there, it might be a lot less, right? So that really depends on how you are with your Instagram as well. Hey, how's it going? I'm actually about to go. I'm so sad. Yeah, so I hope this live really helped you. There's a lot of information in this. This was a very packed, but I wanted to update you on some YouTube updates within these shorts, update YouTube in general, and ask me questions and such. So I've been over 1K for 8 days, but I still didn't get it. Oh, well then, you'll maybe give it another couple days, and if not, reach out to YouTube. I'll check out Katie's video, found it. What are your thoughts on a Patreon versus, okay, this is a good one. Channel memberships. I have Patreon, but having everything in one place seems easier for me and viewers. Adam, this is interesting because I've really been looking into this a lot more, because this is something I want to do I want to balance my YouTube a little bit more. So I wanted to do I'm trying to word this like in a way that makes sense. I want to do less videos and do more with membership stuff as well, because I've been looking into Patreon channel. Once I get monetized, I can do channel memberships, which is what I want to do more, and really like dive into people's channels and help them through channel memberships. I think it'd be kind of fun. Patreon is awesome. I do think it's specific to certain creators. Obviously, Patreon's been around for a while, and that's kind of just something that you may want to look into. But I think it's more towards like travel vloggers and like vloggers in general. Like it really works for their channels, but for channels like ours, I think memberships are the way to go. Like keeping it all in one place, so you don't have to worry about going all over the place, right? Building up an email list is super important, because people say, well, what if YouTube disappears? Then I can build up you need to build up an email list, and I'm sure you have something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm sure you have something very specific to that. So having something like free and then having an email list will really help gather some extra way to contact your viewers if anything goes wrong. But membership definitely is what I'm going to be doing. I looked into Patreon and I like their setup, but at the same time, I don't like that it's so all over the place. Like, I don't want to have it go all the way over to Patreon and then come back to YouTube. Keep it in one spot. And I think that's why YouTube did that, right? Let's see. So I would recommend you channel memberships. And I'm not sure of the percentage that they take, though. It'd be interesting to see whenever I do set that up, what the percentage of channel, like maybe you can look that up yourself right now, the channel memberships through YouTube, what the percentage the income they take, or yeah, be interesting to find out. I'm so excited to dive into monetization stuff. Adam, I'm waiting for the next week, and I'm like, gonna dive right into this. I'm gonna have like a mini party at home. You were on live, but at least I was able to say hi. Yeah, I've stayed on for a couple more minutes. It did. Thanks. Okay, thank you. No problem. Thanks, Catherine. I switched from Filmora to DaVinci Resolve after multiple issues, and I'm loving it. Yes, DaVinci Resolve is really good editing software that is free. I believe it's still free right now. I've talked to a lot of I have a few film producers that are nearby. Like my area is pumping. Like we're bumping. It's different. Anyways, so they use DaVinci Resolve. They used to use Adobe, which I use Adobe because Adobe is really easy for me to use and understand. And I've used it for 6 years now. And obviously they have their Adobe updates, which annoys me, but in the long run, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I'm an Adobe user, and DaVinci Resolve is what a lot of people are switching to, because it's just, one, it's free. Also, it's really easy to use. Let's see. Couple more questions, and then I'm going to go. What do you think about the website Ko-Fi? Is similar to Patreon. Ko-Fi, that is a new one. I've not heard of that. I've done a ton of research on like channel memberships, membership programs, stuff like that, and I've not heard of that one. So that's interesting. I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I haven't really looked into it, but I will look into it now. It's just you need to get to the channel membership. So right now you need 1,000 subscribers, but you need to monetize. So just the monetization, you need to set that up. That needs to be set up. I have to go. See you all soon. Okay, no problem, Claudia. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, so I am so excited that you're all able to join here. Thank you so much for joining. If you have any more questions, keep them for next week, and we will talk about them on a live next Monday. My schedule in March, excuse me, might change a little bit just because I think it's Koji. Koji. I think I've heard of that one. That came up the other day on my when you see ads on Facebook or something, because I've been researching this so much. I think that I swear I saw that. Yeah, if you have any questions, keep them for next Monday at the same time at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be diving into whatever you need me to answer. If you have any questions at all, make sure you stick around for the videos this week because they are going to be good. I am working hard to do my research on YouTube Shorts, but also to give you some more information because in April there's a big thing that usually happens. You need to watch for this, and it's going to give you advice on it. But also on Friday is going to be the YouTube Shorts success stories from my subscribers and from my friends, the people that are doing YouTube Shorts right now. Again, it's definitely early on for YouTube Shorts, but it's making its way there and it will become something. So we need to be on the ball. We'll at least try and see how we can work it into our channels or move into another channel avenue. You know what? YouTube Shorts it does take work, but it doesn't take work. There's a mindset behind it. Quick, fast-paced, fun. That's what it needs to be, right? So I'm going to be diving into that some more. And then next week I have a collaboration with a great creator, and we're going to be talking about anxiety within small creators, like the small creator world, and understanding how to deal with all that goes on, like haters and all that jazz. I want to talk about that because last week was not good. People were just trolling and not being nice. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week. Bye.